Hello guys, this is CodeNCode and this is the video lecture in which we are going to study how we perform queries and updates in Centroid decomposition. So if you haven't watched the previous 2 or 3 lectures, or basically from the start of this Centroid decomposition lecture series, I would highly advise you to go to my YouTube channel, and then inside there you would find a playlist Queries on Tree and watch the lectures where we started studying Centroid decomposition. So let's continue. So the problem, of course, before we talk about queries and updates, we must know what kind of query or updates or basically the problem we are targeting. So in this problem, we'll be taking this. What is this? Given a tree with n nodes, each node is initially blue. You are required Q query. So I think this is a problem written by myself. Hypothetically, this problem doesn't exist on any platform. So where each node is initially blue, so you are given a tree with n nodes, each node is initially colored blue, and in the queries there are two types of query, x. So if x is equals to 1, we have to change the color of node y to be white. As you already know, all of the color of each node initially is blue. So for first type of query, you would change the color of node y to white. If it is already white, just don't do anything. For x is equals to 2, that is second type of query, print the distance between the nearest white node from node y. So you will be given node y, so you have to print the minimum distance from y to any white node, and this is the problem. So the expected complexity is log n for each update and query, for update and answering query, for basically type 1 and type 2 queries. Now if you remember, this is the same example we have used throughout the course, and this is centroid decomposition tree for the given tree. Now this is the original tree and this is centroid decomposition. Suppose there was a query to update node 8, I guess. Yeah, to update node 8. So now node 8 is actually white. So how it perform updates in centroid decomposition tree? Because if you remember, we only have to make changes in centroid decomposition tree. We don't have to do anything in the original tree. So we would start from node 8, and node 8 is at distance 0 from node 8. Why? See, we would start from node 8 because node 8 was updated, and then keep on updating parents of subsequent parents, or basically all of the ancestors of node 8. So I'll be updating node 8, then 2, and then 5, and then 1. So node 8 is at distance 0 from node 8, so 0. This initially, since we need to store for each node in the centroid decomposition tree, we would store the nearest white node, the distance of nearest white node. Since initially there is no white node in the tree, before even the first update there's no white node in the tree, so initially they will be storing infinity. So if certain node doesn't have anything written on it, like here I've written 0, but for the rest there is nothing, that means the nearest white node to them is at infinity, right? So initially it is initialized, the result array is initialized with infinity. Now since node 8 is at distance 0 from node 8, and in previous answer was infinity, so of course 0 is smaller than infinity, so we would update the answer of node 8. Basically a node which is minimum to node which is at minimum distance to node 8 is at 0, so that is why 0 here. Now we will update 2. Initially in the array we have stored that the nearest white node from node 2 is at distance infinity. Now since node 8 is also there, so the distance between node 2 and node 8 is how much? 1, and that will be counting in original tree, remember, because the answer we have to give as accordance with this original tree. So since node 8 is at distance 1 from node 2, so this would be updated to 1. Now since we need to update 5 as well, so of course node 5 initially is storing infinity. Now node 5 is at distance 2 from 8, and 2 is smaller than infinity, so we would update it to be 2. Now we need to update 1 as well, so 1 is initially storing infinity. Now node 8 is at distance 2 from node 1, so of course 2 is smaller than infinity, so it would store or update to be 2. Now see, the question is how you would calculate distance between two nodes. You can calculate it in log n time using lowest common ancestor LCA, and then the distance between the two nodes is this level of A plus level of B minus 2 times level of LCA. This way you can calculate distance. I have already explained how you can calculate distance between two nodes in log n time. We use binary lifting for that, so you'll be using that. So this is how you update basically. Suppose there was another update at node 6, so there is one more query of type 1 at node 6. So node 6 need to be colored white as well, so node 6 is colored white. Now we need to update 6, 5 and 1. So now we'll go to update 6. Of course 6 is at 0, is at distance 0 from 6, so and 0 is smaller than infinity, so it would be updated to 0. Now we need to update 5. Now currently 5 is storing 2, which means currently 5 is having a node which is at distance 2 and is white. Now node 6 is at distance 1 from 5, so 1 is smaller than 2, so it would be updated to 1. After that we need to update node 1. Now node 1 is at distance 3 from node 6, so we don't need to update that, sorry. So this is after updation of node 6. So how this happens in the code, let me show you. I'll be providing you this code but not the whole code. This is actually a solution of code forces problem which requires solving the problem using centroid decomposition. So I won't be providing the whole code. I'll be just providing you the query and update part. So this is update. So see, you need to update this node. So how you'd go, you'd save the current node, and since we need to keep track of this node, so while current is not equals to -1, why would that happen? After you initially current node and node would be 8, right? So and node would remain 8 if you are updating 8, and current would be 8 and then 2 and then 5 and then 1. Now since 1 is the parent of the centroid decomposition tree, its parent would be -1, so we need to go till current becomes -1. That is why here, while current is not equals to -1, update the result of current to be minimum of previous result or the new distance between the current and the node which is updated. So this is how you would change, you would update, and the second line is update the current node. Current is equals to parent of current, basically move one up ahead in the tree. So go here, then update it, go here, update it, go here, update it, and now parent of 1 is -1. You remember from the previous lecture where I have explained how to build centroid decomposition tree, where when we were building centroid decomposition tree, we made a decompose call to node 1 passing -1 as its parent. That is why here we are checking for -1, because once you have updated the root, parent of it is -1, and that is where you have to stop. Now this is how update works. Now what about query? Suppose there is some query, say on node 7, how you would update, how to find the nearest white node from node 7. So you would start from here and check for all of the parents of, or basically ancestors of 7. So you would ask 7 what is the nearest node through 7. So nearest node through 7 is at infinity because it is storing nothing, which means it has stored infinity. So answer becomes infinity. Now we move on to 5. Now what is the nearest node from 5? What is the nearest white node from 5? So you see, the distance of the nearest white node from 5 is 1, and the distance between 7 and 5 is 1. So the nearest white node from 7 would come out to be at distance 2, right? Because the distance from 7 to 5 is of 1 unit that you would count from original tree. So the distance between 7 and 5 is 1, and the nearest node to white is at distance 1. So the nearest distance to that white node from 7 would be the distance from 7 to 5 and 5 to that node, and that is why 5 to that node is 1, 7 to 5 is 1. That is why the minimum distance from 7 to nearest node currently is 2, because initially is what it was infinity, now it is 2, because 2 is minimum than infinity, of course. So we have asked this. Now let's go to this and ask this. Now it says that the nearest white node is at distance 2 from me. So the nearest white node from 7 via 2 would be 7 to 1 and 1 to that node. So the distance from 1 to that node is 2, and distance from 7 to 1 is 3. So 3 and 2, 5. So the distance between 7 and that white node via 1 would be of length 5, which is not smaller than 2, which we already know. So 2 won't change, so the answer would be 2. Now see what is happening here. Now the minimum white node from 1 is this. So if you want to calculate the minimum distance from 7 to that white node via 1, it would be the distance this and this, and that would be, of course, 3 plus 2, 5, which is distance from 7 to 1, which is of unit 3, and then 1 to that white node, which is 2, which is stored in the result array. So the distance would be 5, but the minimum is 2, and minimum won't change because of course 5 is not smaller than 2, so we won't change anything. And finally we will print 2, and as you can see, 2 is at smaller distance than this. I mean, this is at distance 2 while this is at distance 3. If it was at smaller distance than this, then we would have got one answer. And how? For that you need to take some examples yourself and perform the exact same operations that I am performing. Now let me show you the code for the query. This is the node you want to find the smallest distance from the white node. So of course we will take care of the current node so that we can move up and up in the centroid decomposition tree, and this would be as it is. Now answer is initialized with infinity. Infinity here is some very big number like 10 to the power 9, which can never be your answer. So while current is not equals to -1, of course we will move to till the root of the centroid decomposition tree. Answer would be either the current answer, minimum of either the current answer or the result, which is basically from the current the distance of white node from current parent plus the distance of current node and the node from which we want answer. And if the sum of these two is smaller than the current answer, so of course current answer would be updated, and current node is parent of current node, basically move up in the hierarchy. So this is how the query works, and finally you will return the answer. So this is how update and the query works. The code for update and query, code for the update and query I'll be providing in the description of the video, so you can use them as reference and try to understand how the things are going. If you have any doubt or query, of course you can ask in the comment section. So thank you guys for watching, and till the next video drops, keep coding. Thank you.